What is IRS Form W-4, Employees Withholding Allowance Certificate? The Employees Withholding Allowance Certificate, Internal Revenue Service W-4, is not filed with one's annual income tax return or sent into the Internal Revenue Service. Instead, a taxpayer provides it to their employer to instruct them on how much tax to withhold from the taxpayer's gross paycheck and remit to the Internal Revenue Service. IRS Form W-4 is designed to enable the taxpayer's employer to withhold the appropriate amount of federal income tax from their employee's pay. If too little tax is withheld, the employee could owe tax when they file their income tax return. If too much tax is withheld, the employee could be owed a refund, meaning they lose the opportunity to use the money when earned. A new IRS Form W-4 is intended to be completed when there are changes to the taxpayer's personal or financial situation that would require changes to the entries in the W-4, such as change in employer or other changes which the IRS has grouped as lifestyle change, wage income, change in the amount of taxable income not subject to withholding, change in the amount of adjustment to income, change in the amount of itemized deductions or tax credits. The amount of income tax an employer withholds from an employee's regular pay depends on three things. 1. The amount the employee earns in each payroll period. 2. The employee's payroll period. 3. The information the employee provides their employer on Form W-4. IRS Form W-4 includes 4 steps that will give information to one's employer to figure their employee's appropriate tax withholding. Steps 2 through 4 are only completed if they apply to that particular employee. Step 1 requires the taxpayer to enter personal information, including their anticipated filing status. A taxpayer's anticipated filing status will determine the standard deduction and tax rates used to figure out one's anticipated tax withholding. Step 2 is only completed if the taxpayer 1. Holds more than one job at a time, or 2. Is married and plans to file a joint return and their spouse also works. Step 3 is only completed if the taxpayer has dependents and believes that they might be eligible to claim the child tax credit or credit for other dependents on their income tax return. This step is also completed if the taxpayer wants to include an estimate of their other tax credits, such as an education credit or the foreign tax credit. Step 4 is completed so as to provide for other adjustments, which can include other income not from jobs, deductions other than standard deductions, and any additional amounts that a taxpayer may want to withhold from each paycheck. For additional information regarding Form W-4, Employees Withholding Allowance Certificate, one should review IRS Publication 505, Tax Withholding and Estimated Taxes. Thank you.